Just leave me a path, that's all. Good morning. Thank you for coming. Yay. So usually when we come up here, Pastor Richard tells you something, tells a story, shares some experiences, but today it's all about you guys, right? Another Sunday school year is wrapping up. Not quite done with your school. How many days are left? You guys must be too many. Somebody's got to have a day count. But here, your teachers are saying, what, already? We didn't get to share everything we wanted to share and do all the things we wanted to do. Our Sunday school time upstairs is too short for all the things we have in our head to share with you. So, holy cow, another year is wrapping up. Just not enough time. But I want to thank some people before we recognize you all, because our Sunday school program could not happen with just a couple teachers. There's a lot of people that support us in a lot of ways, and I want to take time to recognize them. So we have a group of people that will say to myself, Deb, and Diane, who are up there as full-time teachers, we'll step in when you need us. Well, thanks for that, because that's a big deal. And to be called sometimes very last minute, or, we offer things, but then a lot of times they come up with their own things. So we just really appreciate, we have Julie, Ricky and Marge, and Karen, who have volunteered to not only be a substitute teacher, but they also go through the same training that we have to go through. And Julie's very happy that she got us all certified up. I know that is like wrangling cats, but she made us do it, and we're all certified. So I want to say thank you to our substitute teachers. So let's see. I'll come to you guys. You don't have to move your way up here. Ricky, thank you very much. I think all of you got called on in the Sunday school year. Thank you. And Julie, thank you so much for keeping us in line. And Ryan and Karen, thank you again. Thank you. Those are substitute teachers and so much more. And then we have a couple people. Is Jaden here? Yeah. Okay. Jaden and Lauren are working back there in the back of the room all the time, making sure that this all gets recorded. So when we're upstairs and busy, we always have the opportunity to go back and watch the service, find out what happens down here, because we miss a lot when we're upstairs. We don't hear your joys and concerns. We don't, things that get announced we may not know about. So it all trickles through.
Well, we get to hear the sermons anyway.
Yes.
On the recordings.
Yep. So that and children's time we're generally here for. But thank you for holding down the range and promoting everything that we do online, and just sitting here taking pictures on the floor. Crisscross applesauce. And I've called this next person one of the biggest distractions that our teachers have. Come here, Miss Patty. If Sunday school doesn't end on time, the kids' bellies will tell us, because they know that Patty has the goods down here. I gotta get going here. And she spoils And that's another thing that Jaden does. He goes upstairs and lets us know when church is over. Otherwise, we'd be up there till Tuesday probably. So there was one Sunday he didn't come up, and we were up there for like another half hour. So there are some thank yous. Pastor Richard, it's been just about a year here. I don't know what your true opinion is of all of us and our, but he hasn't run away. And he's very supportive, and we bounce ideas off him all the time, and we ask his opinions, and
He's taught the children as well.
yep, absolutely, in children's time, and our teens wanted to have a continuation of their studies, and so you've been doing Bible study with them, and that's out of the goodness of your heart. So we thank you very much for supporting our kids in our program. And these two up here cannot do it without these guys every week and their smiling faces. And it's not every Sunday you come with what you think might happen. You come with a plan B and also sometimes a plan C. And there are days where they don't even work and you have to be quick on your feet and just bounce to whatever comes and whoever's here sometimes. We don't take too many days off, but when we do, we cover for each other. But the days off are good too, because then you miss your kiddos and you appreciate it when you come back. So I want to this is a very small token of appreciation. All of these gifts are, because everyone here wears many hats in this church. And I'm just glad you guys choose to be Sunday school teachers.
There wouldn't be any psychology.
Okay. I think I'll give you the floor next for your
Sounds good.
class, if you'd like. And then as you recognize them, I'll give you the tag.
Very good.
Or you can-
Good morning. I get to have with Diane's assistance, of course, the littlest of the groups. And sometimes they're very, very little. And sometimes they're very, very big, because sometimes the other students come in and join us. So we can have one, or we could have 13 people in the room. And you have to be ready, like she said. We've done various different things this year. We try to keep it fun. We try to keep it challenging. Who wants to come to a boring old Sunday school? We did a backpack program. It was an imaginary backpack, not like the food. And it was one they carried to school every day, and shared the will of God, whether it be helping somebody out or sharing food, or we spent a whole month on it. We started with a real backpack, and that's what we used upstairs, but then they had to carry it out into the world. And we didn't want it to be too heavy, so we only did one thing each week. And they took love, and they took kindness and concern, a lot of different things to help our class go by. Some parents might have said, what the heck are they doing up there? We played dominoes, we played chutes and ladders, any game that we could think of, because your hands have to be busy to let things go into your mind. When you're a kid, you can't just sit there and be idle. So we would sneak in these ideas, these stories, these songs, while we were playing a game, before we started the game, after the game. And Amy has found a way to do that with the older kids in a whole different vein, which I'm sure she'll tell you about. But we use crafts, we use YouTube, we use songs. We do a lot of traditional stuff, but we sneak it in the back door kind of thing. And as long as it gets to their hearts and their minds, we're happy. Anything you want to add, my friend? How much you've enjoyed yourself? How much you've learned?
I've learned a lot.
I know I've learned a lot. We start off with the basics, try to keep those phones put away. And we do joys and concerns just like you guys do. So a lot of times we mirror what's going on down here, at least at the onset, and then we get into the fun stuff. But we've had a fantastic year. And I just want to thank all you guys, and we'll work out this summer stuff. If we're here, we'll head upstairs. Sound good? Or you can stay downstairs and listen to the sermon and the whole rest of the service. You make up your mind, and your parents and grandparents will make up their mind. Okay? Got it? What do you think, Sadie? Sadie. I knew you weren't listening. I caught you. Fair is fair. We know them well. Who do you want, Diane, who do you want to start with? Phoebe. Phoebe! Just a little something to remind you of us. Yes, that's the way it works. Thank you. There you go. That's probably a good idea. We'll go up in a minute, okay?
Annabelle?
Annabelle?
Layla? Kaylee?
She has no problem upstairs. What is that? Yeah.
Sadie?
Yay. Okay.
And then we have the big kids, who I'm very appreciative that you all come up and sit up here and be just kids for a little bit. Thank you for doing that. Sometimes they're the most of the group that we have up here. A message is a message. So,
So
Our-
I get the best.
What's that?
Sermon. That's the one I get the best, the children's.
right, that's the sermon that we get.
It's always on my level.
So upstairs, like Deb said, we keep ourselves busy while we're talking about everything. We talk about everything and anything. And what have we done this year, guys? We did some diamond painting. You made some coasters. You dug rocks for gems, right? Yep, they did that too. What a mess that was, but it was fun. If you heard any pounding down here, some of them were harder than others. And currently, what else did you do?
They painted.
You're doing paint by number now, which if you don't finish by the time you graduate, you might be 35. There's some very small numbers on those, but it's fun to be involved in crafting while we're chatting, and it doesn't stop the conversation. I think it might really only enhance it. They're very involved. They challenge each other and me. We have generally a topic each week. There's a topic with an issue, and some of our topics were discernment. And each topic we look at, what does the Bible say? And how do you tell if something's a false teaching? And how do we know it's really true? So every topic we have is analyzed, and they source into the Bible, and everybody's reading Bible verses. Other topics we touched on were contentment, the call to be different, gratitude, happiness, commitment to Christ, integrity, laziness, peace, reputation, and most recently, the power of the tongue. Just good conversation always. And we study the Bible to see what it says on how to handle it, how not to handle it, and then we always end with how does that apply to us and what do we do with this information. So that's pretty much how our weeks go up there. we also have joys and concerns. So while you're doing that down here, we're doing that upstairs. And that, a lot of times, we are good at going off on tangents. Am I wrong? Joys and concerns sometimes do that. They send us off in different areas, but we always end that with prayer, and that's a very important focus. And if at the end of the day, we just learn that we need to, what do we have control over? We have control over our own selves. We can't control other people, how they react. We can only control ourselves. And last month, I know at least 5 of us in here went to see CeCe Winans at the Palace. It was an awesome concert. Good night. There was a smack in the face moment. What'd she say, Lauren? It was, sometimes you are the only Jesus that people will see. And I was like stopped me in my tracks. And yes, it is, because you really self-reflect on the spot, you know? And so if the message is out there to these guys that all you can do is be the best that you can be and live like Jesus, that at the end of the day is our message upstairs, and how we deal with all the things that come our way. And that is not just a Sunday school lesson, that's just an ongoing lesson that we all try to remind ourselves of. So that's our upstairs time. And I'm very proud of them. They always will, you ask them to do something, and I've said this before, but they do it. Very few times have I seen a head tilt or an eye roll. They usually are just, they see somebody needing help and they're on it. So I appreciate you guys. I'm very proud of you guys. And I'm looking forward to one more year of having this Fab Four together. You challenge each other and me, and sometimes Pastor Richard. So I want to recognize you for that. We have something special for you. I'm going to have Pastor Richard give you. Oh.
We can only use one mic at a time up here, otherwise you get screeching feedback. So these are study Bibles, a New International Version, a contemporary translation, and in the margins there are all sorts of study helps. Sometimes I think there are more study helps than there is text, but it's very good for, as you read, you get some background and questions for reflection. I think this is going to be a great asset for each of you. And inside each one of them is an inscription saying, "May God's living word be a lamp guiding your steps through life," from Psalm 119, verse 105. And so for Amelia, here you are. Nice leather cover, too.
Mm-hmm. Gage.
And for Gage,
Abby.
for Abby, and for Cullen. So, read daily. Doesn't have to be a lot, just pick something to read. And I recommend, don't just start with Genesis and go through. It'll get pretty boring after a while, especially when you get the numbers and so on. There are some helps in terms of what you can focus on, what passages in the Bible might be relevant to your circumstances. And so helps in the back of the Bible too. So, blessings to you guys.
And while you're being involved in your Bible, we didn't forget you when it came to snacks. So we kept it real. We know.
Jesus says we don't live by food alone, but it helps.
Oh, dear. Well, Miss Amy, I have some people down here that might have some words for you, but before they do, assuming that they do, we'll see. Thank you for providing a safe, joyful space for our children to learn and grow. We are so grateful for the time and the love you pour into their faith journey. Thank you for an incredible Sunday school year. Your dedication to teaching God's Word each week has helped them grow so much in their faith. We are incredibly grateful for your time, patience, heart, and for ministry. Our adult students are not only fed spiritually, but are still challenged to grow closer in their walk to the Lord. Anybody coming up? Okay. Stand over there so they can.
Richard.
There you go.
So I just want to thank all of our teachers and everyone who makes Sunday school possible, because I really feel like we have a community upstairs that we can rely on, and I think we all have the tools now to go through life, whether we're going into kindergarten or into college. So thank you, everybody.
Anybody else? Come on.
She's speaking for the crew.
Just come up and say thank you. All right, give her a hug. Come on. Come on.
Later.
All right. She's got a hug for everybody too? Oh, man. All right. That was for you as a teacher. But as our Sunday school superintendent, what would we do without you? Our Sunday school program would not be the same, that's for sure. It runs so smoothly. Your dedication is such a blessing to our entire church family. As Sunday school comes to a close, we want to thank you for your outstanding leadership, your hard work behind the scenes, your dedication, keeping everything running smoothly. Our church is so blessed by you. We understand the sacrifice you must make each week and every week to ensure that every Sunday school class is equipped with all the supplies we need, the volunteers that we have to add at certain times, and that the right volunteers are assigned to the job. You know, these kids are everything to us. We know they're loved and respected by all who comes in contact with them. That starts with you. Thank you, my dear. We're done. We're done.
So Amelia pretty wrapped it up with an amazing little speech that I think she came up with on the spot, which was really cool. But I wanted to say thank you, and that you guys are amazing, and I appreciate you guys coming every Sunday and just like helping us learn and fostering our growth in Christ. So thank you.
Thank you all for bringing them here, because without you, they wouldn't get here every week. So thank you for doing that. September 13th will be the first Sunday after Labor Day, so that's when we officially start back up. But like Deb had mentioned, if everyone's here in the summer, it'll be a week-by-week basis. We'll just go with the flow and see who's here and who wants to do what.
Chalk outside.
And I know that the big kids, a couple people are ushering, right? So the big kids will stay down here until after my job up here is done. And then we can go up. Thank you, guys.
We're out of here.
See you on the flip side.
Okay.